Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're all doing good and having a great start to your Echoes of Descent season. I'm having a blast. I love the start of a new season. There's just so much to do and so many rewards to get and whatnot, so it's a lot of fun. Which reminds me, don't forget to do some SA attempts today, because you can get a ton of diamonds injected into your account by just ranking up in Supreme Arena, so don't forget about that. Also, I have a Discord link in the description below. I finally set up a Discord community, so if you guys want to join that, please feel free. I hope to see you all there. You talk about PvP, all that kind of stuff, and yeah, it'll be fun. Also, a loot bar link is in the description if you need dragon crystals at a cheaper price, plus extra for all the pop-up packs we get here at the start of a new season and whatnot. So yeah, I really appreciate all the support you guys have shown me through there. Thank you all who have used my link, and let's get into today's video. So I want to talk about the new map we got. I did do some videos where I was using this map on the Pioneer server when I was using Kulu, but I don't have Kulu yet, and I will be pulling for her if you guys are wondering. But I don't have enough stargazes at the moment, and I'm not sure what level I want to get her to, so I'm just kind of holding off for a little while. She's one of those heroes that could possibly not, you might not need to get her to a really high Paragon, because she has some pretty unique utility with battlefield manipulation and the wall that she puts up and everything. So having her at a lower Paragon might not really be the end of the world. Like versus Athalia, where you really want to have her as high Paragon as you can possibly get, because she is, you know, doing like all the damage in your team. So anyway, the way I positioned my heroes on this map for now, the fights you're gonna watch, the positioning was like this, but I decided to move them out of those tiles, because those tiles have symmetrical tiles. Now Igor's not really vulnerable to any Sylvenas or whatever, so you don't have to worry about that. But I didn't really want to have Athalia get targeted by anyone. Now if she does, you know, die super early, it's not the end of the world, because she just goes to her Lance form, but it's still, it's nice to avoid those things. And yeah, I think if somebody did try to use Nara or Sylvena, they would end up targeting Igor anyway. So I'm pretty sure my team's pretty safe like this. And if you were going to run your own team, I'd try something along these lines too. Put whatever hero isn't vulnerable to Sylvena or Nara, I'd put them where Igor's at, or I'd just put them in a symmetrical tile. The only reason I didn't put him here is because I'm using Dunliner, and then he takes the buff from Athalia. So yeah, now the two unique positions on this map where we have two of our heroes on the enemy side of the battlefield already, you wanna choose tanky heroes, but also you can have a squishy hero up here and protect them with a tanky hero in front of them. So if you saw some of my previous videos, I had Igor here. He leaves a tombstone, which ends up blocking that tile, and then I had Ludovic behind Igor, and none of the enemy teams could really get to Ludovic to do damage to him, at least if they were melee. Now some ranged targets could, but they'd have to end up, I think they have to kill the tombstone before they can even target Ludovic. I'm not 100% sure how that all works, but yeah, it's actually a pretty safe spot. Normally my Taline dies super quick at the start of a fight, but you'll see in some of these fights that I show you, she'll actually survive for a while after she does that first initial AoE attack that she has, which is why I'm using her mainly, because, well, she revives, but she's gonna help spread the Bonnie dot that or the aging debuff, you know, that Bonnie does. And the other cool thing about having Dunliner here is Dunliner's a magic damage tank, so he's gonna also be attacking the back row, which is who Bonnie targets first, and that's going to help spread the aging debuff that much faster also. So it's really nice quick way to get Bonnie's dot to start working, because it doesn't start working until you get 2 aging debuffs on one target, and then the dot kicks in, and then it starts to spread to the enemy team. So yeah, now if you didn't want to use Taline, or you don't have Taline, you could put Tassie here, and Tassie would be another really good one, because the enemy team, like I said, only has these tiles to choose from, and they're all going to be grouped up in a nice tight little bundle, and Tassie loves that, because she'll teleport over here to the back line and start stunning everybody. And yeah, it could be a really, really good option. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to put Tassie in here right now, and we're going to see how that plays out for us. So yeah, hopefully we get attacked here. I really want to see if this works. And yeah, let's save it. Now let's go ahead and watch some of the attempts that were done to me by Atraxie, see what she was running and how her attempts turned out. So we got 4 attacks from her, and 3 were wins and 1 was a loss. So we'll see what ended up beating us, but let's check out these fights first. So we've got Ludovic, Athalia, Cryonaya, Igor, and Kulu. Now Kulu is only Supreme Plus, but like I said before, she might not be necessarily one of those heroes you need to get to a high Paragon. If your opponents are mainly P1, P2, Supreme Plus, you could probably just stop at Supreme Plus with Kulu and be totally fine. If you're facing a lot of P3, P4 teams, maybe P2 would be plenty. Usually P2 is a decent stopping point for heroes that aren't damage dealers. Like I swear I stopped for my Dunlinger and he performs just fine. And mainly I'm using him for his utility. But anyway, let's go ahead and hit replay and see how this fight went. So Cryonaya is going to be our biggest worry along with the enemy Athalia. But if the Cryonaya gets her active off, we're kind of screwed. But usually our Athalia is able to take out the Cryonaya before the bell goes away. So it's not really ever that big of a problem. The other cool thing about having 2 heroes positioned here on the enemy side of the battlefield is basically it almost guarantees every hero that's on the enemy team is going to target those 2 heroes. And that leaves the other heroes on the other side of the battlefield pretty well protected at the start of a fight, and they'll last for quite a while. Now you also see a bunch of Igor tombstones here, and that's another way that the enemy team stays boxed in and could be really, really good for a Taylene or for a Tassie team, because Tassie loves when heroes are grouped up. So yeah, you can end up keeping the enemy team grouped up without using Aaron or Siren. It's really nice. So let's see what the next team did. We got Igor, Kalin, Cryonaya, Athalia, and Ludovic. So another Igor Athalia team. So let's see how this one went. And Cryonaya will probably die as soon as Athalia does her first vengeance charge. And there it is. Or that was the second vengeance charge, sorry. There's the Kalin Roar, stunned everybody, but we only have to kill Kalin and then the Igor, so we should be good to go. I think Igor's got the dot damage on him, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like it's, yeah, his HP is going down little by little, and then also with the big hits from my other teammates. And yeah, let's see how long. Okay, there we go. We had 3 tombstones left, so we weren't really in any danger of losing that fight. And let's check out this other one, and then we'll see what she used to beat us. Alright, so we got Igor, Scarlita, Siren, Athalia, and Ludovic. Now, like I said earlier, Siren, when I used to run this team on map 3, Siren was a big issue for me because map 3 always tends to funnel everybody into the center, and that would usually spell disaster for my Igor, and he would die early. So let's see what happened on this one. Now Siren's going to be pretty much along the same lines as Cryonaya. He's going to get killed by my Athalia before the bell goes down, probably by the next vengeance charge. And then Scarlita comes down, knocks my Dunlinger off the battlefield, but since we had gotten his team to go below 20% HP, Scarlita's slam wasn't really that big a deal to worry about. Scarlita can be a decent counter to Igor, but you want to make sure you have a tanky team in there, because if you have any squishy heroes, they're going to most likely drop below 20% HP, and that's going to ruin the slam for you. So you really want to have that slam be as strong as possible and hit the entire battlefield. Yeah, so let's see what fight or what team she used to beat us, and it looks like it's a mirror match. So we'll see how close this was. See how many tombstones were left by the time he ended up getting the kill on our Igor. But it is a mirror match. However, we're on a map that doesn't favor the offense. So we could possibly, because we are at a Paragon disadvantage, so if we had more Paragon and this is a close fight, we could actually end up winning the mirror match with this map on the battlefield, because this map really favors the defense. So let's see what happens here. All right, everything looks about normal for these types of fights. We still have our Dunliner around. That's really good for us. Tayleen's coming back to life slowly, and then we've got, oh, there's one tombstone left that we needed to get through to get the win, and that would have been epic. So yeah, honestly, I think if we had more Paragon, that mirror match would have gone in our favor because of the map that we're using. So yeah, I really like this map. I'm going to be testing a lot of different teams out on it. If you guys have any team ideas, leave them in the comments below. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. So if you want to, I have a Discord link in the description. And please join the community. I love talking PvP with people. So if you got questions, need advice, or want to give advice, join the Discord. I hope to see you there. Also, loot bar link is in the description. So if you need those dragon crystals for those pop-ups, don't be afraid to use it. I really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, that's going to be it. So please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.
I really like brownies, yeah. It's yummy. I play games with y'all.